We will begin this USA-Russian dual meet at 119 pounds. For the United States in the blue will be Eric Akin, his second season on the team. Lives in Coralville, Iowa, 27 years old, went to Iowa State University, taking on Leonid Chuchunov from Russia. He was a bronze medalist at the World Cup, a silver medalist in the 1997 World Cup. Russia in the red and with a big move already.
Right away, got in tight to Akin, drove him backwards, put him right on his back.
3 points for Leonid Chuchunov of Russia in the red.
And he's got the 5 count. That'll make an additional point there.
And additional 2 points.
Waiting to see it get confirmed.
So far, they've just put 1 up on the scoreboard. But Eric Akin taken from his feet to his back in the first 15 seconds of this match.
Ankle lace, trying to turn him there. Lots of leverage over Akin's legs by crossing him like that. Normally he would go into a back bridge or almost a cartwheel to try to get the leverage necessary to force Akin across.
Head coach Mark Manning, United States team. We have 1 5-minute period and then an overtime period of 3 minutes if needed. There is a minimum of 3 points a wrestler must score to win in regulation, and Chuchunov now has 7.
And he came out fast. Akin probably trying to feel his way in. Chuchunov just came right out and attacked him, got into the body, drove him backwards to his back. That's a 3-point move. Held him for 5, the additional point. Akin then rocked to his belly, and Chuchunov again brought him to his back. That's an additional 2. Held him for the 5 count for 1 more. Scores 7-0. There's another takedown, 8-0.
Tom Brands, you certainly have been quite a successful international wrestler. When the early weights on a team gets to this kind of start, 8-0, what does it do to the rest of the guys on the bench?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, it's an individual sport, so you have to keep that in mind. Momentum is a factor, though, but I'll tell you what, if you're focused and you're taking care of business like you should be, then it should not be a factor.
Eric Akin, one of the 6 men on this USA roster tonight with Iowa connections, went to school at Iowa State. And there you see the Russian coaches. Yuri Shakhmaratov was there in the foreground.
Use it now, use it.
Front headlock. Front headlock by Akin, trying to turn him there, and he had tremendous leverage, but great counter by Chuchunov. Tremendous balance not to lose his base and get rolled across his back, and that was an opportunity for Akin to start to get back into this match. Oh, and again, beautiful technique. It's what we call the setup in wrestling, how to get your opponent out of position to go ahead and attack him, and you saw him drag that arm all the way by his body. And as Akin went by, he hooked up onto the ankle, was able to hang onto the ankle, get to a hold, and now he's working an ankle lace again.
He's also working 1 point away from a technical fall, a 10-point differential, and they will call the match a technical fall and give 4 points to the winning team. This is a team competition tonight.
And even in a loss, a wrestler can help his team by at least scoring a point.
Stalemate called by Andrei Romanov. ESPN2's coverage of USA-Russia will return in just a moment from Waterloo, Iowa. Welcome back to Young Arena. ESPN2 continues its coverage of USA-Russia wrestling from Waterloo, Iowa. A minute and 50 left in this 5-minute period to open our dual meet tonight. USA and Russia. Eric Akin of the United States in blue. Leonid Chuchunov in red with a 9-0 lead. This weight class, 119 pounds, officially 54 kilos.
Nearly caught a headlock.
Stalemate.
Slip throw. Anytime an offensive wrestler attempts to throw and falls off the opponent in that attempt, it's called a slip. Mark Manning, the University of Northern Iowa head coach, also the team coach for the United States here at this event. Manning actually out of the University of Nebraska, Omaha in his day. Then to North Carolina, then to Oklahoma, and now a head coaching position at Northern Iowa. There's a great opportunity now. There it is.
1 point now for Akin, and that will mean a team point for the United States.
Well, he certainly doesn't want to give up the technical fall because, again, the point differential for teams would be 4 for the winner, 1 for the loser. But what he'd like to do here is he needs a big move. He needs to try to put Chuchunov on his back And he's going to have the opportunity now from his feet. Needs something tight. Upper body throw. Shakmaranov, head coach for Russia.
That was big for a couple of reasons you mentioned in the point differential. If Akin can keep Chuchunov from a technical fall, that will only give Russia 3 points in the winning column, 1 for the United States instead of 4-0. And no points awarded.
That's going to be 2 for the reversal.
And that will be.
Should be 11-2 now.
No, they're.
I think they might even wave off that as a slip on the gut wrench. We'll see.
No,
I'm not sure. They're bringing him up.
All right, it is 11-2.
There are 3 referees, and the 3 must each hold up what they feel the score was, and 2 of the 3 must concur for points to be put up. It is 9-2. They did not give that reversal, but Akin put himself towards his back there,
So
and he's going to pay the price.
And they took the 2 points off, 9-2. Now 2 more points. Now it is 11-2. A bit confusing, but just a second left. 0.9. Oh, now they run the clock down. They're going to call that a final?
Clearly a decisive performance by Chuchunov there against Eric Akin. He dominated from the start and was able to capitalize early. And as you said, Tom, score early and hang on.
That's what they're about. You know, you got to be ready when you go out there, especially against the foreigners in international competition. That's what they look for. The American guys, their tendency is to be able to hold up a little longer. So you got to be ready to go. And even if you're not really looking for your scoring holds, ideally you want to look for your scoring holds. But even if you're not, you still watch the slow motion. Here's the hold right here.
That's the first takedown. Took him directly to his back off a drag, kept him there, able to gain that extra point. That really gave him the impetus for victory.